Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to solve another problem. Problem is carpooling. So before moving forward, if you haven't liked the video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and without further ado, let's get started. So in this problem, there is a car with capacity. So we are given a car with certain capacity and the vehicle only drives east. Means if it only travels in one direction, it cannot change its direction. So it only travels in one direction. You are given the integer capacity and an array trips where each in the trips array there is a further array trip I. That array represents number of passengers and from where we have to pick the passengers and where we have to drop them. So indicates the ith trip and the locations to pick up and drop them from and to. The locations are given as the number of kilometers due east from the car's initial location. Just you can say these are the locations of the pick and drop. So return true if it is possible to pick up and drop off all passengers for all given trips, or false otherwise. Let's see what the problem is. So let's take this test case. So this is the trips array which is given to us. This is the trips array and these are the individual trip. This is the one trip and this is one trip, right? So in this one trip, if this is 2 comma 1 comma 5, then this 2 is the number of passengers. This 1 is the pickup location, pickup, and this 5 is the drop. This is the drop where we have to drop them, right? So these passengers, 2 passengers, we have to pick from 1 and we have to drop at 5. So now what we need to do, we need to tell whether we will be able to pick up all the passengers and drop all the passengers, whether that is possible or not. And we are given a capacity, we are given the capacity of the car. So we cannot have more than 4 passengers. More than 4 passengers in the car are not possible. We can only have 4 passengers or less than 4 passengers at any point of time, right? So now let's see how we can approach it. So see, obviously we want to have more. We want that all the, like let's say this is a car, so it has 4 seats, capacity is 4, so it has 4 seats. What our aim is that we need to accumulate all these passengers in this car. We need to have all these passengers. So what we will try, whenever we have to have more passengers in a car, we will first pick all those passengers which will drop earlier. So for example, if these 2 passengers will drop at 5, they will drop at 5, so we will drop them because we want to maximize number of passengers in the car. So if the passengers are dropping earlier, means we are dropping the passengers earlier, then the space will increase in the car, seats will increase. So what we want is pick up the passengers early, drop them early, pick up them early, drop them early, so that the car is seats are available at that time for other passengers. So this is the main obviously this is the basic thing, like we want to have more passengers in the car, so we will try to uh, drop the passengers early. So this is the early drop time, this is the late drop time. So first of all we will pick these passengers and then we will pick these passengers. Why we are not picking these first? Because these will drop late. These are dropping at 7, means they will get out of the car at 7, and these will get out of the car at 5. So obviously we will drop these first so that car is empty. So this is our main approach. Now let's see. This is the main thinking about the approach. Let's see what the approach is. Let me write this again. So the test case was 2, 1, 5 and 3, 3, 7, and the capacity is 4. So see, whenever this is the pickup time and this is the drop time. So when we pick up, means we are adding 2 passengers. This is our car, so when we pick up, we are picking at 1. So when we pick up, we are adding 2 passengers, and when we drop, we are eliminating 2 passengers from the car. So see, it's something similar. It's something similar that like if we are picking up, we will add the passengers in the car, and if we are dropping, we will subtract the passengers from the car, right? Similarly over here, when we are picking when we are picking these three passengers at 3 time, then we will be adding 3 passengers in the car, and when we are dropping them, we will be subtracting these 3 passengers from the car at 7 p.m. Let's say it's p.m. So at 7 we will be dropping them, although obviously it's not time, it's kilometers. This is kilometers, don't confuse it with time. So see, now this car, if you see, like we need and we need to pick the early one first. Like if this is early, we discussed, right, we'll be picking early times first. Early times first. See, drop 5, we'll pick 5 first, and we will drop the passengers. So what we will do is, we will have some data structure in which we will be adding whenever we are doing pickup. Like we have 1, at 1 we are picking up, so we will add 1 whatever the time is, and then we will add whatever we are doing, we are adding 2 passengers in the car. Then when we are dropping, we will be subtracting 2 passengers from the car. Let's say this is your car, this data structure is your car. Then for this case, when we are picking at 3, so we'll be adding, we are picking at 3, this is the kilometer, this is the distance 153, and how many passengers we are picking 3, so 3 passengers plus. And when we are dropping, so we are dropping at 7, and we are dropping how many passengers, 3 passengers. And now we need to take them in order, like we have to take them in, you can say, sorted order. Why sorted order? Because we need to empty the car as soon as possible, so we will obviously pick that value first which is coming, because this is distance, right? This is distance, this is distance. So let's take like this example. In the question it's clearly mentioned that vehicle only drives east, vehicle only drives east. You will say that what we can do, that we will pick, what we can do is, we will pick this, we'll pick at 1, and then we'll drop at 5, and then we will again go back. Like this is the distance, right, from 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer we are picking up, and we are dropping at 5 kilometer. So the car initially, there was no passengers in the car, so when we pick at 1, so 2 passengers are in car, and then we drop at 5, so the passengers now in the car are 0. So then you will say that okay, then we'll go back and we will pick 3 passengers at from 3 kilometer, from 3 kilometer we'll pick 3 passengers. But we cannot go back, we cannot go, because in the question it's clearly mentioned that vehicles only drives east, it cannot turn around and drive west, so we cannot go back. Hence we need to take them in order, sorted order. So first 1 kilometer, then 3 kilometer. So 1 kilometer we will add 2 passengers, then we go to 3 kilometer, we'll again add 3 passengers, and then we go to 5 kilometer, we subtract 2 passengers, and then we go to 7 kilometer, and then we subtract 3 passengers, like this. So we need to take them in sorted order. So now what we concluded from this, that all these we need to take in sorted order. So either what you can do, you can sort them basis on these values, the distance, or you can use a min heap. So that every time we get the minimum value among these. So what I hope you understood why we are taking them in sorted order, because that's very important. We are taking them in sorted order because we cannot go back, hence we need to take them in sorted order. So this is the heap, let's take this is the heap given to us, and we are adding 1. So I'll arrange them in like minimum only. So 1, this will be plus 2. See, 1 is the distance, don't confuse it with time. This is 3, adding 3 passengers. Then 5 will come, where we'll dropping 2 passengers. 2 passengers we are dropping. And then we have 7, where we are dropping 3 passengers. So see, let's current capacity, our capacity, let's say let's take a variable onboarding, and initially it's 0, means how many, this will tell us how many passengers are there in the car, right? So initially we'll be adding 2 passengers, we added 2 passengers, so this becomes 2, so this gets eliminated. Then we will get this value, which is, see, this is the minimum, uh, like closest distance, so we'll this will be at the top of the min heap. So uh, we'll pop it, and we will add 3 passengers, so this becomes 5 plus 3. So see, the total passengers in the car are coming 5, but the capacity was 4, so we cannot have 5 passengers in the car. So when the onboarding value is becomes greater than the capacity, then return false, means it's not possible to accommodate all the passengers in the car. Return false. So this was the approach. If over here the capacity was 5, let's say if the capacity was 5, this is the second test case in which the capacity is 5, then it's possible. How? So over here 5 passengers were there when we popped this out. Now what we will do, we will see this value, this is dropping 1 minus 2, so we will do 5, which is the current value, minus 2, means it becomes 3, and then 3 is less than the capacity, hence it's okay. And then we will pop this one, so 3 minus 3 becomes 0, hence this is also okay. Whenever the value of onboarding becomes greater than capacity, then it's problem, then we'll return false. So this was one approach in which we were using heap. So the time complexity will be n log n for this, because we are using heap, and the space will be these, you can say, the number of all these values which we are pushing in the heap. So this, let's say these are m, so it will be O of m space, because we are pushing all like one, the start times and the end times. So if you can say like if there are n number of trips, if there are n number of trips, hence n into 2, 2n will be the total values which will go in the heap, total pairs. How? 2. Why am I multiplying with 2? Because for this also it will go, and for this also. So obviously it's O of n, you can visualize it like that, O of n. So this was the heap approach, and time complexity is n log n, because we are using heap. Now there is one more approach. This is intuitive approach, right? Like over here we know that okay, we are taking sorted and we want to have sorted order, either we can sort or we can use heap. Now what same approach is same, just a new understanding which we'll be learning in this thing is that what as of now we were doing, we had this 2 comma 1 comma 5, this we had, and 3 comma 3 comma 7, this was there test case, and capacity was 4. What we were doing that when we are at 1 kilometer, we add 2 passengers. When we are at 5 kilometer, we drop 2 passengers, these passengers which we have taken at 1 kilometer. Then when we go to this one, we take 3 at 3 kilometer, we take 3 passengers, this is the 3 value, 3 passengers. And at 7 kilometer, we drop these 3 passengers, right? Right now what we were doing this using a heap, we were storing them in a heap. What we can do is, see, we can represent these kilometers in an array, in the question. If you see in the constraints, it's mentioned that the from and to will be less than 1000, less than or equal to 1000, means at max there will be 1000 kilometers it can go to, right? So what we are doing, we are making an array 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 kilometers. What at each point, what we will do, when we go here, when we are here at 1 kilometer, we'll add 2 passengers, at 5 kilometer they will we'll drop them, so just add minus 2 over here. Then we have 3, so at 3 what we are doing, at 3 kilometer we are adding 3 passengers, so add 3. And then at 7 what we are doing, we are subtracting, we are dropping 3 passengers. So just write minus 3 over here. So like this we have done. Now what we will do, we have capacity as 4. We will start reversing this over here. If at any point capacity becomes less than 0, means we are adding more passengers. We are adding more passengers, but there are no seats in the car. No seats in the car. Let's see how. See, capacity is 4 initially. We come over here. We do 4 minus 2 because we are adding 2 passengers over here. So capacity will reduce to 2 because 2 passengers are added in the car. So rest of the capacity is 2. Now we go here. We see, okay, we are again adding 3 passengers. So total capacity now of the car will become, just subtract this value, it becomes minus 1. Now minus 1 is less than 0, means we are adding more passengers, but the car does not have that much capacity. So when the capacity becomes less than 0, return false. Return false. Right? This was this test case. Like this we can do. Let's see for the other test case also. So for the other test case, the capacity was 5. Capacity was 5. So initially we have capacity 5. We come over here. We add 2 passengers. So 2 passengers are added in the car of 5 seats. So the rest of the seats are 3. Now we go here. We add again 3 passengers. So the capacity now reduces to 0. And then what we are doing? We are just removing them. So 0 minus of minus 2. So this will be 2. And then 2 minus of, we come here, minus 3. So this will be 5. So at each point of time, whatever value is over here, we are subtracting that value from the capacity. And if any time capacity becomes less than 0, return false. So this is the second approach. In this approach, the time complexity will be O of n, where n is the, you can say, number of these trips which is given, number of trips, and O of space will be O of m, where m is the total number of stops, these stops, number of stops. So you can take this as a size of 1001 because the max kilometer could be 1000. So you can take this as 1001 size array. So I hope you understood the approach and the both the approaches. So for the first approach, the code is this one. I'll quickly explain it. So this is the min heap we are taking. If you remember, in the first approach we were taking a min heap. This was the min heap which we have taken, and in that min heap we were adding this one, like we were adding a pair in which this was the pickup time and drop time, and if it's pickup time the passengers will be in positive, and if it's drop the passengers will be negative. So like positive value, negative value. So we are pushing these, and then we are popping one by one from the heap, and if at any point of time onboarding value becomes greater than capacity, return false, else return true after the loop is finished. So this is the first code. If you submit it, it's getting submitted. If you see the second approach, in the second approach, what we were doing, instead of heap we were taking a array only to store these. So this array is of size 1001 because at max there could be 1000 stops over here, 1000 stops. So then what we are doing, this is trips. We are going to each trip, and we are adding the passenger value at that pickup location, and at drop location we are subtracting those passenger values, and then we are traversing that trip stops array. 1001 size is it has 1001 size, and if at any point of time capacity should be greater than 0. If capacity becomes less than 0, then we'll stop. And capacity, we are subtracting the value from the capacity, and if at last capacity is greater than 0, then return true. Otherwise if it's negative, like it was here when we did for capacity 4, it was coming -1 na? So if it was coming -1, then it is not greater than 0, return false. So I hope you understood the code and the approach. If you have any doubt, let me know in the comments. If you like the video, please like it, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.